Hey friends, welcome back to Don't Let the Old Lady In podcast and Conversations with Lori. That's me. And I'm so happy you're here, whether you're just taking a little break or you're walking the dog or you just found some time to yourself. I'm so glad you're here. Let's start always by taking a few deep breaths. Just settling our nervous system down to hopefully enjoy what I have to say. And I hope you look at these like I do, that are not lectures. They're more like invitations on how do we go about feeling better as we age, no matter what's going on, right? And I really think it's an opportunity for all of us just to take a few minutes to reflect, to breathe. I always provide like the questions, because questions are the beginning of the answers to who we really are and how we really want to be as we age. And because one new thought or kind of one new belief really could change the trajectory of everything and what you decide to do. And today I'm talking about one of my favorite subjects, and that is energy. Because I don't know about you, but don't we always hear about, oh, you're getting older, I don't have as much energy. And being a nurse and a healthcare advocate, there have been a lot of people I've cared for and helped navigate the healthcare system, doctor's appointments, hospitalizations, where they accepted. This is what I titled my page for energy, my energy course. The unexpected truth about aging is the belief that we're going to continue to lose energy. Okay, might not be exactly the same as when we're 22, but I've had many people who accepted low energy, and they really actually had something physiological going on. So I just want to put that out there as a starting point. But I'm talking about energy, but I'm not just talking about physical energy. I am also talking about emotional energy, and the kind of energy that gets you out of the bed in the morning, right? That makes you feel hopeful, makes you feel curious. Don't we all want that kind of energy? You can have it so that you feel curious. You want to get out of bed in the morning. You have something to look forward to. You feel alive, because I believe your energy may be one of your greatest forms of wealth. Every single day, you're either investing in it or you're quietly spending it. Are you depleting yourself of energy or are you filling yourself up? So here's my opening question for this week's Conversations with Lori. When was the last time you woke up and felt truly energized? Not just rested, like you had a good night's sleep. I mean, genuinely excited about your day. And that you felt clear, you felt present, you felt hopeful, you felt alive. When's the last time, ladies? Drop something in the comments and let me know. Maybe you feel it every day. Maybe you haven't felt it in a lot of years. But for many women over 50 that I talk to, that feeling has become so unfamiliar. Yeah, that. They start to begin believing that it's just part of getting older, like I said, and we really have to be careful with that. It can shift a little bit, but if it's too much, are you just getting older? Is that what's the cause? I guess this is normal. I've heard women say that to me. I guess it's normal. I just didn't think about it, and I guess I just had to accept it. I don't have the energy I used to, is what I hear a lot. And then I also hear people stop questioning it. They just accept it. Like I said, it's just part of aging. And I remember saying, I was really kind of fresh to a friend several years ago. Maybe we were in our 50s. Because, I got to stop doing this. I'm maybe going to downsize, all this house upkeep and the shoveling of the snow and yada, yada, yada. I think we're going to get a smaller place. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. But I was kind of teasing her when I said, okay, you're, 50-something? I said, maybe when you buy that place, you want to get a little rocking chair and some knitting needles. I was being fresh, but I was just trying to make a point. I kind of said, no, I am being fresh, but let's think about it. And like last week, what did I talk about? Our world becoming smaller. Do we want that? I don't think so. So let's get back to the energy. And what if, the question is, what if you're not telling the whole story about yourself? What if your body is not asking you to accept exhaustion? What if it's just asking you to pay attention? It's just trying to get your attention to find out where, like in my course, we talk about where are you leaking energy and where are you building yourself up? So a few years ago, I did ask myself a simple question. And I said, Lori, what's the one thing you wish women understood the most about healthy aging? And at first I thought about, something like nutrition and exercise and sleep, strength training, stress management, you name it, I thought of it. And all of those do matter. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that they all point to something deeper, energy. Because without energy, think about it, without energy, do you feel like exercising? Do you feel like eating right? I don't know about you, but I'll eat the whole Oreo. Well, I can't anymore, but if I was out of energy and I thought you should only have 4 Oreo cookies, I'm eating the whole sleeve if I'm out of energy because I'm just depleted and weak. And without energy, isn't it hard to connect with people? It's hard to pursue your purpose and enjoy life if we're out of energy. So I thought energy is clearly my foundation for everything else. And it's a really important part of the aging puzzle, I'll call it. It really is what allows us to live and fully live. And yet so many women I talk to are constantly running on empty. And so today, I'd love for us to look at energy differently, just a little bit differently, not as something we simply lose with age, but as something we influence every single day. What if energy isn't just about getting older? What if it's about how we're living? What if it's about every choice we make and every thought we think? Anybody else out there have a episode where they get on the gerbil wheel, or call it monkey mind? They go down the rabbit hole with all sorts of spiraling out of control thoughts. Anybody else do that? I've done it. Do you have any energy after that? No, we exhaust ourselves. I think that's why sometimes work in the body is really good, because you get out of the mind and you haven't wasted any energy on thoughts that usually are really not very useful, not helpful, and they zap us of energy. So, and what if every choice we make, we thought about over and over and over again? We just deplete our energy. So the idea of looking at how we use energy is so important. Where are we losing energy? Where are we filling our cup up? And after more than 40 decades, is it possible as a nurse and years as a healthcare advocate and wellness coach, I've noticed something important. Women seem to thrive. Actually, the women that seem to thrive as they get older are not necessarily the ones with the great genes or the perfect diet or the perfect life, the easy life. They're the women who become intentional. They're intentional about protecting their energy. They learn to recognize what constantly drains them. And I've also learned this personally. There have been seasons in my own life that when I believed being productive meant saying yes to everything, helping everyone, pushing through fatigue, believing I could rest later, and eventually I just realized something. You can't keep making withdrawals from that energy bank account, I'll call it, without making some deposits. Eventually, the account becomes overdrawn and you are depleted. I got depleted. Maybe that's how some of you feel today. I'm with you on that. You feel overdrawn, not because you're broken. You are not broken. And it's not because you're weak. You are not weak. It's because you spent years giving your energy away. Now it's time to take that energy back and restore yourself. That's what I want for you. And so that beautiful news is an overdrawn account can be rebuilt. Let's rebuild it. And that's what we're talking about here today, right? And so I hope, this was a quick one, but I hope that you can take a look at that and think about, where are you using your energy? And I really encourage you to go check out the LoriGardnerWellness.com, because in there I have some information on this energy reset. How do we reset our energy? It's in there, ladies. Go check it out. There's a lot of information there about it. And I'm dedicated to helping you all get more energy no matter what your age is and no matter how much chaos is going around your life and circumstances. Because I've learned from personal experience that there can be a lot of chaos and challenges in your life, but if you manage your energy for you personally, You'd be amazed at what you can handle. You are all creative, resourceful, and whole, and I know that you can get more energy. And listen, I know I've had significant health issues, and during those times, energy not so great. But the mind can actually help heal, along with I go through regular medicine, I go for alternative medicine, I go for it all. But mostly, I go for my mind healing my body, and that's what gives energy. So I hope this was helpful to you today. If it was, and you know somebody else that could really use an energy boost, please share this with them. And let me know if you're more interested in that energy. It's a really straight, self-paced kind of course that you could really start a new journey for yourself. So with that, ladies, I will see you next week.